There are 4 charges on your utility bill right now that you may be paying every single month, and you are not legally required to pay all of them. Some of them are flat-out errors. Some are charges you can have removed. And at least one of them, you can demand a refund for going back months, sometimes longer. Studies of utility bills have found that as many as 80% contain at least one error. 80%. And the people who lose the most are seniors on fixed incomes who pay the bill without ever checking it. Stay with me, because I am going to show you all 4 charges, exactly what to say to get your money back, and the one phrase that forces the utility company to open an investigation. The 4th one is the charge that costs seniors the most, and almost nobody knows they can fight it. Here is why this matters more for you than for anyone else. When you are on a fixed monthly income, your budget has no room for a mistake. But the utility company processes millions of bills with automated software, estimated readings, and rate codes that change without telling you. Mistakes are not rare. They are built into the system. And the company has zero incentive to catch an error in your favor. If they overcharge you, the money stays with them until you notice and demand it back. Most people never notice. That is the entire reason this works the way it does. So let us go through the 4 charges, starting with the most common one, the one sitting on a huge number of bills right now. Number 1, the estimated reading. Look at your bill for a small word, usually near the meter section. The word is estimated when a utility company cannot or does not physically read your meter. They guess your usage based on your past bills. And here is the problem, they almost always guess high. When they finally take a real reading, they are supposed to correct it. But that correction often shows up as a catch-up bill or a true-up charge that lumps months together and inflates your total. You end up paying for power or water you never used. What to do? Pull out your last 3 to 6 bills and look for the word estimated. If you see it 2 or more months in a row, call your utility and say these exact words. I want to request an actual meter reading and a review of my estimated charges. That single request forces them to send a real reader and recalculate. If the real number is lower than their estimate, you are owed the difference back. That is charge 1. But the next one is sneakier, because it hides inside the part of the bill nobody reads. Number 2, the wrong rate classification. Every utility account is placed into a category, residential, commercial, or in some cases a special senior or low-income rate. Each category is billed at a different price. And if your account is in the wrong category, you are overpaying on every single bill, automatically, forever, until someone fixes it. This happens more than you would think. Accounts get miscoded when service transfers, when a meter is replaced, or simply through a data entry mistake years ago that no one ever caught. What to do? Call your utility and ask one question. What rate class is my account on? And is it the correct one for a residential senior household? Then ask them to confirm whether your state or city offers a reduced senior or low-income rate, because many do. And they are not required to enroll you automatically. You have to ask. In many cities, qualifying seniors get a discount of anywhere from 5 to over 80% on their monthly bill. Some places exempt seniors from the utility tax entirely. If you have been on the standard rate this whole time, you have been leaving that money on the table every month. And if that one applies to you, the next charge is going to make you angry because it is one you may have been paying twice. Number 3, duplicate charges and unauthorized add-ons. Utility bills have a lot of line items: supply, delivery, connection fees, service fees, taxes. And it is surprisingly common for one of those to appear twice, or for a charge to show up that you never agreed to. The most common version of this is a third-party charge. Some utilities allow outside companies to slip fees onto your bill, things like line protection plans, green energy programs, or premium monitoring if you never signed up for it. You do not have to pay it. Under Federal Trade Commission rules, unauthorized charges qualify for an immediate credit or refund. What to do? Get an itemized version of your bill. You are legally entitled to one that lists every charge as a separate line item. Read it from top to bottom. Look for anything billed twice, any fee you do not recognize, and any company name that is not your utility. For each one, call and say, "This charge is not authorized. I am requesting it be removed and credited back," under federal billing rules. They generally have 60 days to correct a billing mistake once you report it. Now we are at number 4, the charge that costs seniors the most, and the one with the strongest refund right behind it. Number 4. The overcharge from a faulty or misread meter. This is the one almost nobody fights, and it is the one that can put the most money back in your pocket. Your entire bill is built on one number, your meter reading. If that meter is faulty, miscalibrated, or the reading was entered wrong, every charge on top of it is inflated, and it can go on for months before anyone notices. Here is the part the utility company does not advertise. Under the rules in most states, you have the right to request a meter accuracy test, and in many states that test is free once a year. If the test proves the meter was overreading, the company is required to refund you the overcharged amount, and the refund can go back for the entire period the meter was wrong, not just 1 month. What to do? First, take a photo of your actual meter reading today. Compare it to the number on your bill. Then look back at your bills for any sudden jump in usage that you cannot explain. No new appliance, no weather change, nothing. That unexplained spike is your red flag. Then call your utility and use the phrase that changes everything. "I am formally disputing this bill and requesting a meter accuracy test and a billing investigation." The word "formally" matters. It moves your complaint out of the casual customer service pile and into the official process that has deadlines attached. In many states, once an investigation is opened, the company must respond within 30 days, and they cannot shut off your service over the disputed amount while it is being reviewed. Now, what happens if you call and they brush you off? This is where most seniors give up. Do not. Every state has a public utility commission, sometimes called the Utilities Commission or the Public Service Commission. This is the government body that regulates your utility company, and they take consumer complaints directly. If your utility denies your dispute or stalls, you file a complaint with the commission, and the utility is then required to respond to the regulator, usually within a few business days. You do not need a lawyer. You do not need to pay anyone. The complaint is free. It is usually done online or by phone, and utilities resolve disputes far faster once a regulator is involved, because now they are answerable to the state. When you file, include 3 things: your itemized bill with the disputed charge circled, photos of your meter reading, and a short written summary of what you are disputing and what you want: a corrected bill, removed charge, or a refund. That is the entire case. Simple, documented, and on the record. So let us bring all 4 together. Charge 1. The estimated reading, demand an actual meter read and recalculation. Charge 2. The wrong rate class, confirm your category and ask about the senior or low income rate you may qualify for. Charge 3. Duplicate and unauthorized fees, get the itemized bill and challenge anything you did not agree to. In Charge 4. The faulty meter, request a formal accuracy test and a billing investigation, because that is where the biggest refunds hide. Here is what I want you to do today. Before you forget, pull out your most recent utility bill and your last 3 before it. Look for the word estimated, look at the rate class. Read every line item, and take one photo of your meter. 15 minutes of checking could put months of overcharges back in your pocket. The utility company is counting on you not to look. So look, the money is yours. The law is on your side. And all it takes is the right phrase and the willingness to ask. If this could help someone you know who is paying their bills without checking them, send it to them today. One phone call could save them hundreds of dollars.